A Loveable Loo toilet can save tons of water, but how does it work? My name is Phoebe Jenkins, and I'm going to explain how it works using these few props.
But first, let's talk about our old friend, the flush toilet. Flush toilets account for nearly 30% of an average home's indoor drinking water consumption. An average person flushes 5 times a day, using 1.6 to 7 gallons each flush. 5 flushes a day at 3.5 gallons per flush is 6,388 gallons of water per year. Multiply that per person per household. That's a lot of drinking water. If the toilet has a minor leak, it can waste an additional 6,000 gallons per month. Treating wastewater is an expensive process, costing $1,500 to $3,300 per acre foot to reach drinking water standards, while in contrast, it costs $160 per acre foot to pump cap water more than 300 miles to Tucson. Having a flush toilet may only cost about $10 a month, but it costs extensive amounts of money to create drinking water, which is then used in a flush toilet, and then more money to treat the wastewater back to usable standards. A home water conservation device that works as an alternative to the flush toilet is called the Loveable Loo Eco Potty.
This toilet is a toilet unlike any other. Imagine that this here is a 5-gallon bucket filled with a carbon-based cover material like sawdust. Here we have a wooden box and a toilet lid to open and close as needed. Over here we have some more of that carbon-based cover material. Here's me coming to use the bathroom, number 1 or number 2, mind you. And after I'm done doing my business, which we'll throw some business in there, it's covered with some cover material. This helps eliminate any types of odors or smell. Other members of the household also can use the toilet. And when the toilet is full, which could take anywhere from 3 days to a week, depending on how many people are using the toilet, the contents of the container are carried outside to a composting system. Imagine that this is a composting bin filled with compostable materials. The contents of the toilet are dumped in and covered with something like straw or some other form of cover material. After the contents are dumped in, they sit in the compost bin and compost at very high temperatures for about a year. The high temperatures kills any pathogens. After the receptacle is emptied, it's washed out with about 2 liters of water and soap. The washer then makes sure to wash their hands, and the clean receptacle can be placed back in the toilet. If you don't want to empty the receptacle yourself, you can get compostable liner bags to simply grab and take. Or you can hire a company to come pick up your full receptacles and take them to a large composting facility.
This Loveable Loo toilet saves water, energy, and money. It creates compost. It uses less energy for drinking water treatment and wastewater treatment. It has no smell, and it's easy to use, cheap to buy, and simple to install. It can be used as an emergency toilet, a toilet in a camp, tent, garage, barn, shop, or as a full-time toilet in a residence. It requires little water, no electricity, no vents, no urine separation, and no drains. It does require knowledge and the desire to do more than press a button and flush it away. The disadvantages are that not all cities have collection companies, so you might have to empty the receptacles and compost yourself, and not everyone likes to be so involved with the systems of their body. There are also initial startup costs. You have to either make the toilet yourself, which costs about $50 in materials, or you can buy a pre-made one for about $400. You will also need cover material, which you can purchase or get for free as a recycled material.
The Loveable Loo toilet can save a person about 2,300 to 11,000 gallons of water per person per year. That's about 37,000 to 176,000 cups of water per person per year. That's about 0.007 to 0.03 acre foot of water per year. This toilet not only saves tons of water, it also creates less of environmental impact, saves money in the long run, and saves energy.